Okay, so I'm sure you've all heard of the man, Sir Alex Ferguson. He didn't just build great teams, he built dynasties. And while he did break the transfer record for players, I mean, Rio Ferdinand comes to mind, Juan Sebastian Veron comes to mind. His true genius is finding world class talent for pocket change. In today's market, where 50 million barely gets you a decent right back, and yeah, I'm talking about you, Wan-Bissaka, Ferguson was out there signing future legends for under £2 million. And when you look back, some of these legends they ended up shaping Man United's greatest era. So let's take a look at six of Ferguson's best ever bargain signings under £2 million and just see how much they would be worth in today's money. So Ferguson called this man the bargain of a century, and he was not wrong. Peter Schmeichel joined from Danish side Brøndby for just over £500,000. That's about 1.4 million with standard inflation. Let's say 40 million in today's market value. At United, he became a giant in every sense. 398 appearances, 15 trophies, and that roar after Solskjaer's goal in the 99 Champions League final. It gives you chills. How he managed to do a flip, I don't have a damn clue. 5 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, 1 Champions League. A captain, a leader, arguably the best goalkeeper in Premier League history. £500,000 well spent? Absolutely. One of the bargains of a century. Okay, so before Cantona, before Scholes, before Solskjaer, there was a Scotsman called Brian McClare. He was signed from Celtic for 850,000, about 3.3 million adjusting for inflation, around 35 million in today's market value. He was Ferguson's first true goalscorer at United, hitting 31 goals in his debut season. The first player to do that since George Best to break the 20 league goal mark. Across 11 years, he played 471 times, he scored 128 goals. He won 4 Premier Leagues, 3 FA Cups, 1 League Cup, 1 Cup Winners' Cup. He never grabbed the headlines, but helped drag United from nearly men into winners. Bargain. So here we have Steve Bruce. He was the heart of Ferguson's first ever title win in defence. Signed from 825,000 from Norwich City. That's around 3.2 million for inflation. Probably about 30 to 35 million in today's market. He was a captain leader. He was a big time goal scorer. His 2 headers against Sheffield Wednesday in the 93 are Premier League folklore. He won 3 league titles, 3 FA Cups, a Cup Winners' Cup. He had over 400 appearances before leaving in '96. Ferguson said Bruce was the player who set the standard for discipline and desire at the club. Under 1 million, worth his weight in trophies. Out of 10, what do you rate this guy? So after Alan Shearer turned United down, Ferguson had to go and look elsewhere. He found a quiet Norwegian, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He paid 1.5 million. That's about 3.9 million with inflation, around 40 million in today's market value. Solskjaer scored 126 goals for the club. One of them was in Barcelona against Bayern Munich, where he wrote his name into football history forever. 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups and the 99 Champions League. He wasn't just a super sub, he was a symbol of Ferguson's genius for spotting mentality as much as talent. Ice cold, clinical, humble. He came from Norway. He was a baby-faced assassin. So now we have the definition of consistency. Dennis Irwin, signed for 625,000 from Oldham, that's roughly 1.7 million in today's money, or about 30 million in today's transfer market value. Irwin wasn't flashy, but he was flawless. Over 500 appearances, 7 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, a Champions League, and loads of perfect free kicks. Ferguson once said, if I had 11 Dennis Irwins, I'd win everything. He's the kind of fullback that every manager dreams of, reliable, composed, and timelessly underrated. So one night, a random phone call with Leeds United manager Howard Wilkinson, they started talking about Eric Cantona. And to Ferguson's surprise, Wilkinson offered Cantona to Man United for 1.2 million. Ferguson practically bit the hand off of Leeds United. That's about 3.3 million with inflation. In today's market, you're probably looking at 75 to 80 million. Cantona changed everything. 4 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 82 goals, and an aura that made United believe again. He was the bridge between the First Division and the modern Premier League era. The man who taught the class of 92 what winning was about, what professionalism was about. You can buy talent, but you can't buy presence. And under this man, he had the presence to lead Man United, to pick them up on their shoulders and drag them to the very, very top. Right, so there you have it. 6 signings that cost Sir Alex less than 2 million each, but together built the foundation for nearly 2 decades of dominance. In total, they cost him 5.5 million. It's around 17 million with inflation, yet their true market value today would be worth over 250 million. That's Ferguson's genius in a nutshell, finding champions before the world realised what they were worth. So who do you think was Fergie's best bargain of all time? For me, without doubt, it's the king, Cantona. My God, what a player. Bargain.